This is the ultimate way to destroy and defeat a narcissist. 100% works. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today, we're tackling a topic that many of you have been curious about: how to effectively deal with a narcissist. Now, before we dive in, I want to emphasize that this isn't about seeking revenge or causing harm. It's about finding smart strategies to protect yourself and break free from their toxic influence. So, you're looking for a way to dismantle the hold a narcissist has over you. I totally understand that feeling, and while it may seem like a daunting task, there's a method that could help. It's not easy, but it's worth exploring if you're ready to take back control of your life. But let's make one thing clear. We're not advocating for any form of retaliation or malicious behavior. Narcissists are still human beings, and our goal here is to focus on our own well-being and empowerment. It's about creating healthy boundaries and reclaiming our sense of self-worth. So, if you're ready to learn how to navigate this challenging situation, stick around. We're going to discuss some practical steps you can take to distance yourself from the narcissist and regain your peace of mind. And remember, you have the power to break free from their grip and create a brighter future for yourself. Let's get started. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insightful content. Think of it like this. This approach is like kryptonite to the narcissist, but you've got to do whatever it takes to keep them out of your life. I get it. It's not always straightforward, especially if you've got shared responsibilities like kids or property, but you can definitely dial down the contact. See, narcissists thrive on emotional connections, even if they're just going through the motions. They feed off knowing how you tick, what makes you happy or mad, and why you do what you do. They've got you down to a science, predicting your moves like a chess master. So, you've got to be strategic about it. Focus on cutting off contact and keep your emotions in check. Remember, the goal here is to shield yourself and cut all ties with the narcissist. They've been studying your every move, reading your expressions like a book. It's their survival instinct kicking in. They thrive on seeing those little reactions. It's like fuel for them. They've clocked what pushes your buttons and can pretty much predict your next move. But here's the thing. If you don't give them that feedback, they're left in the dark. They can't read you like before, and that throws them off balance. They're left scratching their heads, wondering what you're up to because you're not playing their game anymore. And trust me, that confusion hits them hard. What's going on here? They wonder. When you don't give them the nod of approval they crave, it throws them off, because narcissists thrive on being liked and accepted. It really gets under their skin. But here's the thing. If you're after their approval, you've got to play their game. You got to steer the ship and make them give you what you're after, because they won't do it willingly. Sure, they might play along at first, but soon enough, it gets old for them. So, they gotta switch up tactics to get what they want. And sometimes, that means resorting to manipulation tactics like gaslighting and lying, which basically means getting someone to do something they're not cool with. Now, let me make this crystal clear. We're not endorsing any of that sneaky stuff. Healthy, honest communication should always be the foundation of any relationship. But the narcissist, they'll use whatever tricks they can to pull your strings. Imagine how it feels to go against your gut and betray your true self. At first, you might brush off those inner doubts and keep going along with it, even if it feels off. But eventually, you start to catch on that something's not right. You put your foot down and say, enough is enough. That's when the narcissist has no choice but to turn up the pressure and try to bend you to their will, without even realizing it. You're inadvertently wreaking havoc on them by not giving in to their desires and not meeting their demands. It might not be obvious, but they crave and yearn for approval like nobody's business. It's like their lifeblood depends on it. When they don't get that nod of acceptance, it hits them hard. They feel neglected and unseen, dredging up painful memories from their past. Just like how their parents or caregivers used to ignore them when they stepped out of line, the narcissist does the same to you. They either couldn't care less about your disobedience, or they dish out punishment. It's like a cycle that keeps on spinning, mirroring the treatment they received when they were kids. Nobody ever told them that their actions were wrong and needed to stop. That's why they keep repeating these patterns. It's a reminder of how they were conditioned and manipulated by their parents. They keep dragging you into this loop because they want you to cater to their every need and whim. So, when you stop giving them that care and validation, they're thrown off balance. You might assume that they can easily get approval from others. But what if it's you they truly crave? Maybe you're their main source of all the essential things like love, respect, and validation. Perhaps everyone else pales in comparison to you, and what you provide is exactly what they hunger for. That's why they're so fixated on winning your approval. It's their lifeline, making them feel whole again. Disregarding them and withholding that validation hits hard. The more folks who affirm them, boosting their ego, the better they feel. It's like fuel for their self-image. They're constantly seeking this reassurance because of their upbringing. Picture it, a childhood where they were brushed aside, made to feel insignificant, barely acknowledged in their formative years. Something switched inside them. Now, to compensate for that childhood neglect, they crave approval from anyone and everyone. A couple of pats on the back won't cut it. They hunger for a chorus of praises. The more voices, the merrier. It's like they're building their self-worth brick by brick. Getting that validation makes them feel seen and validated. So, when it's suddenly withdrawn, it's like a punch to the gut. If just one person stops giving them that thumbs up, it's a harsh reminder, making them question their worthiness of attention. It dredges up painful memories from their past that they'd rather bury. They resort to defensive tactics like hiding, gaslighting, or projecting to cover up their true upbringing. All this is to fulfill one crucial need, to feel important and acknowledged. That's what drives their behavior. Dear friends, I sincerely hope that the message I've shared resonates with you deeply. It's crucial to understand that reclaiming your power from narcissistic individuals isn't about stooping to their level or engaging in their harmful behaviors. Instead, it requires strategic and mindful actions to deprive them of what they crave most. Taking back control from a narcissist can be challenging, as it necessitates reaching a point where their influence over your emotions and mental well-being diminishes. This journey requires faith in your own resilience and the belief that you can thrive without their toxic presence in your life. Redirecting your focus, attention, and energy away from them is essential for moving forward. Remember, this is your life, and you deserve to live it free from the manipulative grasp of narcissists. By prioritizing your own well-being and refusing to be consumed by their demands, you pave the way for a future where their influence no longer holds sway. If you found value in this discussion, I encourage you to show your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with others who may benefit from its insights. Additionally, don't forget to check out the free book and one-on-one consultation available through the link in the description for further guidance on your journey towards liberation from narcissistic abuse. Thank you for watching, and until next time, remember that you have the power to break free and create a life of peace and fulfillment. Goodbye for now, and take care.